Do you think mentorship is important? I certainly do. I don't think I could have achieved the success that I've been fortunate enough to achieve in my life without mentorship. But I'm here to tell you, after 35 years of seeking out mentors, looking for mentors, paying attention to mentors, adding mentors to my life, deleting mentors from my life, I've learned so much. And today, I want to tell you the best kind of mentor to have and why. How each of you can identify that mentor and use that either one or many to achieve anything you want in life. Sound good? All right, so let me start by asking you a question. If I gave you two choices, you could have a physical mentor, someone to come to your house, to take you to lunch, to, lay out all your problems and they solve your problems, physical in-person mentor, or a virtual mentor, somebody that you never meet. Which one is more valuable? I'm here to tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, the virtual mentor is more valuable. And I've learned this from great experience, and I'll tell you exactly why a virtual mentor is so much more powerful. Jim Rohn was one of my mentors and one of my heroes. He was a virtual mentor and a physical mentor in my life. But let's say when I was just getting started and I was really looking for somebody to help me with my life, and he was friends of my parents or something, and they asked him, would you come over to the house and would you spend an afternoon with Eric? Now, Jim's a pretty, was a successful person, a busy person, but let's say he loved my parents so much that he came over to the house and he sat down and he said, Eric, I have this program. It's called the Challenge to Succeed. And I'm going to take the next 3 hours. You sit on the couch, you take notes, and I'm going to deliver this 3-hour program just for you. If you have some questions, feel free to ask. But I'm here for you, young man, as a favor to your parents. I'm here to help you succeed. And he delivers the Challenge to Succeed, which is an amazing 3-hour program. And I'm blown away. Let's say I have those notes and he leaves. And I ask him to come back tomorrow and do it again. Hey, Mr. Rohn, it was so great. Would you please come over to the house and do it again? Could I ask him to come back next week and do it again? How about a month from now? How about ever? Is he ever gonna have the time or energy to come back and give me that same information twice? The answer is no, no shot. Can't happen. He's a busy man. He's impacting the world. Now, I didn't have access to Jim Rohn at the beginning, but what I did have access to was an audio recording of a program that he created called the Challenge to Succeed. It was 3 hours long. And here was the great benefit of this. I could listen to that program. I listened to it mostly driving around in my car. I could listen to that program as a young man. And as soon as it was done, I could listen to it again, and then again, and then again, and again, and again. I'll bet I listened to that program, no joke, 1,000 times. And here was the great benefit of this. I was a different person. There's things I didn't hear the first time. I was not prepared enough to hear. I was not mature enough to hear. I didn't have enough life experience to hear. But the second time I heard it, or the 5th time, or the 10th time, or the 50th time, there's things I've heard. I listened to it recently. There's things I heard on that time 30 years later that I didn't hear any of the other times. So I used to pretend that Mr. Rohn was sitting in the back seat of my car, mentoring me while I drove around. Now, I want to ask you, which mentor would have been more valuable? Jim Rohn coming to my house one time, I got a picture, I get a selfie, I ask some questions, I get his information, or Jim Rohn being with me for 3,000 hours? Which was more valuable for my life? No question. The virtual Jim Rohn was better. So here's what I'm going to tell you. And there's a couple more reasons why virtual is better. One is repetition, okay? Being able to get the information over and over and over and over and over again, and access. You can access this type of coaching for very inexpensive in comparison to how much it would cost to bring somebody like myself or a Les Brown or a Tony Robbins or a Grant Cardone to your house in a particular day, take an Alex Hormozy. How much is that going to cost? He won't even do it. It's not even part of his business right now. But you can access somebody like that on YouTube. You can access somebody like that through audio programs. You can access somebody like that through podcasts, and you get the value of repetition. Now, the second reason why a virtual mentor is the best mentor is, and this will be a little controversial, but it's the truth. Some mentors are such a disappointment when you meet them that it almost ruins the value of the information that they brought to your life through their content. I've been around long enough. I've met and I've seen everybody. I'm not going to name names, but I will just tell you, there was some mentors that brought me so much value. And then when I met them, I was like, oh, wow. There's a big divide between their content, the information, and the person. And I learned this a long time ago. It took me probably 5 years after I met my first mentor that disappointed me, probably 5 years to get over it. It's just like, wow, I just can't believe he was such a jerk, or she was so incongruent with her content or whatever. They were just so egotistical or this or that. I learned to understand that great information can sometimes come from imperfect sources. And I learned to gather the information and to forgive the source sometimes. So I will tell you, there are many, many mentors that I've met. Jim Rohn became a friend, ultimately, at some of the joys of my life. But there's also some big names inside of the personal development space, the coaching space, the network marketing space, the guru space, the author space, that, yeah, let's get a picture. Yeah, nice to meet you, but walk away a little bit disappointed. So again, virtual's better. Virtual's better. You don't need to be best friends with all your mentors. You don't need to spend personal time with your mentors. What you need to do is get the information, get the value of repetition, get the value of the content when you're ready to receive it, okay? And apply it and come back. Repetition, repetition, getting better, application, growth, becoming a mentor yourself, doing the best you can so you're not a disappointment when you are, as a mentor or a coach, show up in somebody's life. It's the reason why I take so many pictures and I shake so many hands, because I don't want to disappoint somebody out there in the world who have some, whatever opinion of me. I want it to line up with the content. So a virtual mentor is better than a physical mentor. And you can get them through books, through podcasts, through video, through social media. Find your mentors, learn everything you can from them, and forgive the ones that you do meet that don't live up to your expectations. All right? Have a great day, everybody, and decide you're going to be a mentor to the world, because you can. Take care.